This is not just another message. This is not another fleeting voice in the wind. This is a holy summons. This is a sacred revelation. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble across these words by chance. This moment has been ordained in eternity. Heaven itself has moved to align this hour with your awakening. The atmosphere has been stirred, the veil has been thinned, and now what was once hidden is rising to the surface. Something ancient has placed its eyes upon your soul and has called out your name, not with human lips, but with the soundless voice of divine longing. The time has come. Archangel Michael is crying loudly, louder than he ever has before. And it is not the kind of weeping born from despair. It is the holy grief of an angel who has watched over your life since before your first breath, only to witness you scroll past the messages that were sent to change everything. His tears fall not because you are lost, but because you are so close to everything heaven has prepared, and yet you continue to look away. He weeps because he remembers who you used to be. He remembers the way your prayers once burned with sincerity, how your heart once lifted toward the heavens with unshakable faith. He remembers how you used to whisper your longings in the quiet dark. But now your voice has grown silent. You pass over the signs. You dismiss the divine nudges. You delay the encounter heaven is aching to give you. This is not a joke. This is not entertainment. This is divine intervention. Something holy is knocking at the door of your life, and it will not knock forever. There is someone who has spoken your name in the night. They thought of you when no one else did. They cried tears into their pillow because they thought they had lost you forever. They whispered your name into the silence and hoped, prayed, that heaven would give them one more chance. Their words were soaked in sorrow, regret, and unspoken love, and heaven heard it. Heaven held it, and now heaven has responded. The truth of their confession is not small, it is not light, it is not casual, it carries weight, it carries the power to change everything. It carries the ability to realign your destiny. They remembered you not because of guilt, but because their soul could no longer bear the silence. They confessed what they felt. They spoke of what they lost. They admitted what they never had the courage to say aloud. And the moment they did, something shifted in the spirit. Something began to move. Doors that were sealed began to loosen. Barriers that once blocked your blessing began to crack open. And now the message has reached you. You have felt the stirrings, that restless feeling, that unexplained ache in your chest, that heaviness that visits you just before sleep, that feeling of being paused in time as though the world is waiting on something. It is not your imagination. It is not anxiety. It is the pull of heaven calling you home to yourself. You've looked at your hands and wondered if they were meant for more. You've stared at the walls and felt like something just beyond the veil was trying to reach you. And it is true. The Spirit of God has been pursuing you with relentless compassion. Archangel Michael has been circling your steps, watching over your heart even when you had no strength left to pray. You were never made to survive. You were made to awaken others with the fire in your voice. You were made to restore the broken with the light in your presence. You were made to carry the oil of healing into places that have been left in ruins. But you've been blocked. You've been carrying a lie, a shadow that pretends to be truth. It whispered that you were too late, that you were too broken, that you were forgotten. But heaven says otherwise. Heaven says you are right on time. You are chosen. You are remembered. You are held. Someone has been praying for you without knowing your name. You have shown up in the dreams of strangers. You have been someone's silent miracle, and now the time has come. It is time to release the pain that never belonged to you. You thought that by staying numb, you were protecting something sacred inside. But all it did was silence the fire that was meant to burn through darkness. You are not meant to hide. You are not meant to walk alone through the shadows. You've been waiting for a sign that could not be mistaken. This is that sign. This is the confirmation you have begged. Heaven descend. Your name has been brought before the throne of God, not in judgment but in fierce intercession. Someone cried out for you and heaven paused to listen. You felt it that night when you couldn't sleep. You felt it that day when your spirit paced and your thoughts spun and you didn't know why. You felt the shift. You felt the pull. And now the voice is speaking clearly. Archangel Michael pleads with you. Stop skipping the signs. Stop brushing away the cries. Stop hiding behind silence. Someone is trying to reach you, not to harm you, not to take from you, but to return what was broken, to restore what was sacred, to remind you of who you are. Remember the promise. Remember the childlike hope you once carried. Remember the dream you buried. That wasn't a fantasy. That was destiny speaking. The time has come to stop running. The time has come to stop rejecting the very answers your soul has begged for. The tears of the archangel are not in vain. The confession that was made was not in vain. And this message you're receiving now is not written in vain. It is holy, it is urgent, it is alive. Something serious is about to happen. Not something to fear, but something that will forever alter your path. You have felt different your whole life because you were never meant to be ordinary. Your sensitivity, your pain, your vision, these were never weaknesses. They were signals of a higher calling. The heavens have fought for you. Angels have been dispatched in your name. You've come to the edge of giving up more than once, but heaven didn't allow you to fall. You were protected even in your silence. Now the truth is being exposed, not to shame you, not to wound you, but to free you. What was done to you? What was said about you? What was hidden behind closed lips? It is all coming into the light. Someone broke under the weight of what they did. They couldn't carry it anymore. They confessed to someone else, and that person too was shaken. What you were never supposed to hear is now being whispered into the spirit realm. And God has seen it all. He has declared your name vindicated. You may not receive the confession in a letter. You may not hear their voice say the words, but you will know, you will feel it in the shift around you. You will sense it in the sudden apologies, in the strange favor, in the peace that begins to return. That is how you will know the Spirit of God has revealed what the world tried to hide. The justice of heaven begins in secret, but it always manifests in the light. You will not have to prove yourself. The truth will rise on its own, and when it does, it will be undeniable. Those who turned away will witness your rising. Those who mocked your silence will see the divine light on your face. You will not be the same. The moment has come, and with it the flood of restoration. Your soul is being remembered. Your tears have never been alone. God has bottled every one around Archangel. Michael has written your name across the scrolls of victory. And now the last piece is arriving. The message, the assignment, the final whisper that turns everything. There will be no need for revenge, no need for retribution. The truth itself will be enough, and the healing will move swiftly. And your transformation will be so visible that even your enemies will say, "Surely only God could have done this." You have reached the threshold. This is the place where the old things fall away and the new things begin. This is where heaven breathes life into your dry bones. This is where the ashes become gardens. This is where the chains break without noise. God says to you now, "You are safe, you are seen, you are mine, I will be with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. Just trust me. Open your heart, pray to me. I have waited for this moment." So open the message, receive the confession. Let the light enter every shadow. Let the tears fall. Let the healing begin. Heaven has not forgotten you. And now you must not forget yourself. This is not a joke. This is the call you were born for. This is the voice you have always known but were too afraid to answer. Now answer it. If this message reached your soul, if you felt something awaken inside, you don't keep it to yourself. You are not alone in this journey. You are seen. You are loved. You're covered by heaven. Please like this message. Subscribe for more words from heaven and share it with someone whose spirit is ready to be awakened. You are not too late. You are exactly on time. And you are deeply, endlessly, and fiercely loved, always.